What up? What up? What up? Let's get the frame out. Boom. There's the frame out. Perfect frame out. All right. We went from 8 to 4. So my face, showing my face, made us go from 8 to 4. For some reason. It's okay. What's up, everybody? Live at 5. Here to survive. Ain't talking no jive. Because your man be chilling on this live. Yeah, nah, man. Word. All right. CJ, what up, blood? Rachel Dolezal. No, who is she? Mexicano, ¿qué pasó? Great Canelo card, Marco Verde. Going to make his debut. The silver medalist going to be the next best thing in boxing. Watch, mark my words. All right. Better than Keyshawn and Robisi, Andy, all of them. Shot-Town, what up, son? Yeah, I'm going to drop the link in a little bit. Here's what I think we're going to do. I want to start a new time machine matchup game where you guys come up with time machine matchups, right? And if I select it, as I'm giving my opinion on the fight, I want all of you in the chat to put who you think's going to win. This way we get like a poll going. I should just make a poll, but that kind of is annoying. So you guys just put in the chat, like let's say we do, Duran versus Willie Pep, whatever. And then I explain, and as I'm explaining, you guys put in Pep, Duran, and we average out who is proclaimed the winner. What's up, bud? What up? What up? It's Kalia. Hello. Me? What you mean me? Okay. I'm very confused why you're just randomly saying me, but all right, cool. This reminds me, and it's not. My Arizona, my college was these colors. In this font. I always think it's in Arizona, but I never bought an Arizona cup, so I don't give a fuck. This is Naptown, USA. Also supposed to be like a joke. My bad, Naptown. This is some corny white dad shit right here. See? I'm white after all. D1 AWM #JBT. What's cracking, my brother? What's going on? Where you from? What's up, Marco? We here. Isaiah, man. What's up? Nice car. Nice car. I had a rough day today a little bit, but good day and a rough day. Good day and a rough day. Sensing a lot of changes to come. Not a lot, but some good I'm sensing some good changes to come. What's good, half boxer? Buffalo. Oh, shit. Yo, how much snow? The furthest I've ever gone up is Syracuse. I went to college in Utica for a hot second. Went to like Onondaga and those fucking. But I think Syracuse is the highest up. Is Albany past Cuse? Yeah, it is. Yeah, Albany's fucking Utica's past Albany. Rachel, those is a white woman who pretended to be black and ascended to the head of her NAACP chapter. I don't know what an NAACP chapter is. You trying to say I should do that? Maybe it'll propel me in the boxing game? How do I pretend to be black? What do I do? Salute to Eat and Talk Boxing. Word up. We get like 2 feet at a time. My son's going to Utica College this year. I went to Mohawk Valley Community College. Your son will have heard of that when he goes to Utica because it's in Utica, but my shit was the ghetto community college. It is, fun fact, I think the only community college in all of New York State with a campus, which is why I went. I went there because I want to get the fuck out of the house. It had to be a community college because I had awful grades, no SAT scores. Well, I took the SAT, but it was garbage. So I had to go to a shitbag community college, but I wanted to get the fuck out the city because I was sick of it. And little did I realize Utica was as ghetto as New York City, just at a smaller scale. And there was a basketball team, which at the time I thought I'd go on. A little delusional. That's a funny story, guys. That's actually what got me back into amateur boxing. After living in Kevin Rooney's, right, and being trained by Kevin Rooney in Catskill for a couple of years, I moved back to New York City. I stopped boxing for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. I stopped. Every now and then I'd go to the gym on and off, spar a little, but almost none at all, right? And then I decided to go to college, and I didn't go to college till later because I had nobody guiding me. I was an only child. Father wasn't around. My mother's a Bulgarian immigrant. She doesn't. So high school ends. I barely graduate, and I realized, the deadline is missed. You can't go to college. And then when I try to apply, I realized my grades are garbage. Anyway, long story short, I apply to go to college. All I can get into is a community college, which, as you guys know, anybody with a GED can get into. I had a high school diploma, albeit garbage grades, no GED, but close enough. So I find one with a campus with a basketball team. And I was a pretty good baller, and I did a lot of street ball in Hell's Kitchen and around the city and stuff. And I was good. I wasn't great, but I would be a valuable asset to any team. I could shoot, man, typical white boy. But what I did have, which most white boys didn't have, was I could block shots, believe it or not. And my defense was silly. Just, you put a clown suit on me, it was just silly. Red nose, silly. So I go up there, and I try out for the basketball team. And literally the second I walk in and I see the dudes playing, I'm like, I am out of my league. Like, I cannot. All these dudes are taller than me, way more skilled. They all had played some kind of organized ball. I just played street ball. Tried out for my high school team once, got cut. They didn't pick me. And in New York City, when you try out, like, it's even unfair. I played for 2 minutes, and that was my tryout. And I took one shot, which I just missed. If I would have made that shot, who knows? But anyway, so I instantly realized I can't ball with these guys. Like, I'm arrogant and I'm confident, but I'm not delusional. So I'm like, that's not going to happen. So that pushed me. I don't like being regular. I don't like not utilizing my talent. I don't like not being recognized for my talent, and I don't like being regular. So that pushed me back into boxing, because boxing's always been the sport where I'm the dude that people are complimenting and know who they are in the gym. I'm that guy. I'm not the only one, but I've always been that guy. So I was like, fuck this. I can't be regular. I want to shine. And I went back to boxing because of my failure in basketball. And that's when I started getting hardcore into amateur again. Then I boxed amateur for like a year and a half, kicking ass. And that's when Arizona recruited me, moved out there, boxed Arizona. And then when I graduated college, came back, turned pro. Who gives a fuck about this story? Well, whatever. I told it to you. Utica's a nice college. Utica's probably nice, but Mohawk Valley is not. Your son will know about it. College is a scam. It's not a scam. It's just, I mean, you're right. It didn't really do much for me. It taught me it did teach me some shit. I shouldn't say it did nothing. I don't know if it was worth. Good day. Want to talk about aerospience? Shit, I got my GED. I'm a hustler. Copped a couple properties, and I'm straight. See that? And I got a college degree and had a property, which I lost. Well, I didn't lose it. I had to sell it. But see, you're doing better than me, and you don't even have a college degree. So there it is. Good for you. What's up, Anthony? College is as valuable as your major. Yeah, exactly. No, it depends. You could make it work for you. Here's the bullshit about college. How the fuck is an 18-year-old going to know what they want to do for the rest of their life? They make you at 18 choose your major. Now, if you change your major, that just adds more time in college. Well, you got to fulfill these court requirements and these classes, these credits. That's one thing I don't like. No 18-year-old doesn't know their fucking asshole from their mouth. You think they're going to know what they want to do for the rest of their life? Goofy. White power. That's a way to get blocked, but okay. Canelo stopping Bud, most likely. Yeah, it is, man. Let's hit him with it. He's the inaugural racist. This fucking dude be saying some crazy shit.
Oh, that's racist. 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 Oh, that's racist.
Yes, I just bebopped to, oh, that's racist, which in itself is probably a racist thing to do. I was only doing it because it was on that loop and it just reminded me of like a nice sample. More about relationship you build, actual learning in school. Yes, agreed. Do you have an open mic or no comedians? I don't want to talk about my club. It's a very depressing, stressful part of my life right now. No offense. I just don't want to talk about it. Rusty or Goofy. What you think, CJ, though? That was not a bad beat. I could bebop. I could bebop. I actually did a freestyle over a bebop, which I might play. It's not as good as my Biggie one, but maybe I'll play it if you guys want to hear it. It's old, 2004. Do you want you a Pluto? Probably meant to say puto. Yeah, you are mad racist, but see, you're Hispanic, so you got a little bit of a license, so I can't be racist for shit. Not that I want to be. But... What's up, Birdo? Punk sucker? What the deal, Birdo? What the deal? Damn, nobody liked my racist bebop. Oh, what are you gonna do? Who we got? Eon's not here yet. Damn, that's a warm reception. You mean puto? What do you want? Who do I want to see Teo fight? I think him versus Tank is by far one of the most exciting fights in boxing. Wouldn't you agree? Question: did you guys see my Mike Tyson breakdown of the long count? You know I'm gonna play it. You guys want to play it? Want me to play it? Do you guys want me to play the Mike Tyson breakdown of the long count that I just dropped today? You eat healthy or just good? Me? Both. Very healthy, but also my shit is good. All the greats B-boxers were healthy, have happy. Yup. All right, I'll play it right now. Let's do this shit. Is this it right here? Nope, that's not it. That is something else, which I didn't. Is this it? All right, here we go. Let's do this shit. Let's do this shit like Brutus and shit. All right, here we go.
Did Mike Tyson actually knock out Buster Douglas? Was there a long count that should have changed the outcome of this historic upset? 1990. After absorbing a vicious 9-round whipping thicker than heavy cream, Mike Tyson finally lands an uppercut that slides Buster across the ring, giving Douglas rear side carpet burn like he was ejected off a Harley. For some reason, there was no ringside timekeeper to begin the count as Douglas hit the camera. So the ref jumps in 3 seconds late and begins counting. James Hulk smashes his glove on the canvas with disgust by the count of 4, appearing clearly coherent and not dazed. Buster waits for the ref to reach 8, which is industry standard to give himself maximum time to rest. James then rises and is up by the ref's count of 9. But as you see, the time elapsed is 14 seconds, which is clearly past 10. And this is why some people believe the fight should have been officially ruled a knockout in Tyson's favor. But the rules of boxing place onus on the referee to make all the calls like they're Dick Bavetta. The ref's decision and his count are scripture in the ring. So Buster was simply following the ref's count and lead. He didn't know the ref was on a 3-second delay like a Super Bowl broadcast. Douglas just waited till 8, as is customary, and then rose like Dracula and continued throwing Tyson a merciless beating like Mike was dating Method Man's daughter, further showing it was a flash knockdown with no long-term effects. Listen, I was born and raised in New York City, and I literally cried when Mike lost. Not slobbering sloppy like a girl catching her man cheating at the club. I just let go one teardrop like a Southside Crip. I was 13. Anyway, the point being, I wanted Tyson to win and was 1,000% supporting him. but the facts are facts. The theory here was that the ref favored Buster and wanted Kid Dynamite to lose. But when we review Mike Tyson's knockdown 2 rounds later, we see a similar refereeing pattern. Mike Tyson actually got a longer count than Buster. Mike was given 15 seconds to get up and obviously still couldn't. Instead, he was searching for his mouthpiece with little birdies flying around his head like he was in a Looney Tunes episode. He then face plants into the ref's arms like he was doing a reverse trust fall. And that's the point here. If Buster was stumbling around like he was sleepwalking on Ambien during his knockdown, then his long count would have mattered. But he wasn't. Douglas was clearly coherent and was just following the ref's count. Unfortunately, Mike was the one looking like he just left happy hour at TGI Fridays. Do you believe Mike should have won this fight? Tell me in the comments.
All right. There it is. What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think? Delete that video. How about I delete you? Why are you being so rude? You know what? If he keeps saying rude shit, time him out. I'm not in the mood today. Appreciate you. Thanks, Danny. Thanks, Isaiah. Thank you, John Marcos. Appreciate you, my man. I just thought it was something that kind of had to be. I feel like it was something that kind of had to be addressed. Like I told you guys, after all the fucking comments I got after my Tyson Douglas video, I was like, you guys really try and take away the beautiful boxing display that Buster had that night? It's ridiculous. Yeah, fair and square. Fair and square. See, here's the thing. I don't think a lot of people realize 2 things. They don't realize, one, that you follow the ref's count. That's what matters. They don't realize that. They just think that the second the ass hits the ground, that's what it is. That's not how boxing works. The ref has license to do a lot of different things, make a lot of different calls. Second, they don't realize that Tyson got an even longer count. He got a second longer, but he looked all fucked up. What do you think about Teo versus Boots? I think Boots is too big. I think you're reaching too much with that little Marco voice. Huh? I don't get it. Marco, you have got cracked. Marco, have you ever got... Of course. I used to be a boxer. What you mean? I still disagree with your point, but salute you. You disagree with what point? What point you disagree with? I might have to get you in here. What do you disagree with? What? There's... Not to sound like Troy, but fuck it. Troy's right sometimes. It's observable facts. This isn't like... This is literally a fact. The dude... Both got long counts, and he was following the ref. How do you disagree with it? I don't understand that. Great breakdown. I see a lot of boxing experts still don't understand what you broke down. Thank you. CJ, you've never been in a fight. You know what, CJ? After what you just said, I think I will sanction Alberto to fight you. Trying to fucking take away Buster's achievement. Thank you, Rob. And what up? Marco, I'm going to need you to corner me when I go pro. All right, I got you. Well, as long as you don't suck. No offense, but. Yeah, he's been in here a few times, and usually he's not rude, but sometimes he is. He's a little weird. Teo's fight hitching. But Buster got knocked down first, so there would have never been a Tyson knock. No, the point is that the fight shouldn't have been stopped at that knockdown because he was following the ref's count. The point of me talking about the second knockdown, you're right, technically the second knock, but doesn't count. The point of that is saying the ref, as I said in the video, people are trying to be like, oh, they were trying to fuck Tyson. They were trying to screw Tyson. That just shows, the ref was giving everybody long counts. That's how he counted. That's the point. And it evens out both knockdowns. You know what I'm saying? Well, Chicago can kiss my ass then. Teo, blah. All right, let me go down here. You guys are killing me here with all these. What's cracking, Rob? Shout out to Pretty Boy Marco, big homie, TS Swallow. Why do you put swallow huge load in caps? I mean, I know why you do it. Fruity. You know what I like about you, Rob? I mean, you're older, right? You're like 38. How old are you again, Rob? you have a my era sense of humor. I like it. You're not scared to make some emasculating gay shit jokes. I like it. You know I know you're crazy. I don't know if you can fight or not. I mean, you actually, from what I remember, you're actually pretty good, Mamoon, considering you don't have that much experience. So it might happen. And you know what? We'll make money. A fucking Indian? Or are you Pakistani or Indian? No, you're Bengali, right? Whatever. Not to sound racist. I'm about to sound racist.
Tutti frutti.
Oops, wrong one. I'm about to
Oh,
sound
that's racist.
but that's only for the point of this. An Indian-looking fighter, especially one like you that's American and speaks English, we would fucking cash out. As long as you got skills, we would cash out. Word up, I'm down. Who rude you, Marco? Let me handle him. I think you already got timed out. Douglas' mom died. I know. Motivated his ass. Bud getting KO. What's up, Soul? Vlogs is spreading misinformation. I just did an hour of kickboxing tonight. Dope. I did my 10 rounds. I was hitting hard. I had a rough day. I had a stressful day. I was fucking hitting hard. I'm 34. Yeah, I like that. You got a younger person's. Oh shit, my man. Getting with the bomb. Appreciate you. Extra crispy 2-piece. I've seen it was confirmed earlier today. What was confirmed, Vlogs? What you talking about? Or excuse me, Eduardo? Tell your abuela I said oh boy. Ew. You like her old woman rubbing your back? Why don't you do his Tia? Although that's my wife's name, but I know you're gonna mean his auntie. Do his auntie. It's less necrophiliac-ish. How come you think Taylor beat Julio even though it was called a knockout? You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. That's what you're really going to ask me? As the ref's counting, and Meldrick Taylor is up at the count of 7, by the way, not wobbling around, looked over at his corner man who jumped on the ring apron, wasn't glazed. As he's counting, the referee waves it off. And as he's waving it off, you hear the bell ring ending the fight, Robert. So the fight shouldn't have been stopped because it was over and he got up and he was responsive and he was good. So the fight shouldn't have been stopped because he wasn't hurt. And then the bell rings. Scorecards all had Meldrick winning. That's why he should have won. Because the fight should have been stopped and he was ahead on all scorecards. Unofficially and officially. Can't believe you make me break that down for you. One of the worst stoppages ever. What's this, Alberto? ¿Qué hizo? ¿Qué hizo, maricón? Well, let's see what you got here. Let's see what you got. Alberto's my link man here. I don't know what the fuck this is, but we're going to find out. Ring Magazine. A source has advised the Ring that a deal is close for Ring WBO welterweight champion Teofimo Lopez to headline a special Ring Magazine event in Alcatraz. Where's Alcatraz? California, right? Dates in June. That's like a prison. Is that a prison? In July are being explored. Former prison? That's a former prison. That's weird. Would be the first of 3 fight collaborations with Top Rank. Battle under the Ring Magazine and his next 2. Okay, so they don't say who it's against. Yeah, Alcatraz is a fucking abandoned prison in Cali, no? What up, Silver? Still LOL about... Hey, man. Cranky curtains. I get it now, though. I didn't even realize he had a fire in his house and he was all fucking... but you go to those Motel 6s, Silver, curtains smell like smoke and hooker perfume and ass juice. They emit a radiation odor that gets up in your nose and your brain and makes it cranky. So that's all. I love Ness, but he was just a little cranky. Cranky curtains. I'll stay cooking. Bro, I just got home from work. I'm not always on social media all day. You guys talking to each other. All right, let me go down here. My bad. I just hit the back button by mistake. Yup, in prison. It's fucking weird. Yeah, you went to Alcatraz prison, so they sent me famous mob guy too. Let me guess. If Alberto was in prison with you, you would do to him what you did to his abuela. Huh? Did I beat you to it? Alcatraz is an island off the coast of San Francisco. But it was a full prison, right? So what is it now? They're fighting in the former joint. And that's the joint, the joint. Why'd you go to Alcatraz? You did roofing on an abandoned fucking prison? Mark, I'm gonna be the first Bengali world champion with you. Yo, it's on. We're close enough to each other, depending. Yeah, you're in Newark, right? That's not bad. That's like an hour drive for me. That's not bad. Marco, please don't say anything bad about Motel 6. Please, I've had plenty of sticky nights with Alberto Sabuela. Yo, Rob, I got to tell Tia about you. I never told her about your running joke banging his grandma. That's just really funny. I got to tell her. Yo, I want to do a library for all my shorts, like a Patreon. Does YouTube let me do a members only library, but where it's searchable? Like, I want to do a thing where you could just look up a fighter's last name and then you see all the videos they've done on Hearns. And I want to do something like that. If I can't do it on YouTube, what's the best site to do it? I want to try and monetize it. Because I feel like it's a huge library and people who like my shit see one or two. They might be like, oh, I wonder. I have so many people hit me up. Yo, did you do Foreman versus Lyle? I'm like, yeah, I did it. But you can't search it on Instagram. There's no way to search it. If anybody has any advice, part of the prison is still there, but I know it's just, it's a museum. Okay. Those of you from New York City, wow, you remember the Limelight? That shit turned into a museum and now it's a fucking mall. No, now I think it's a restaurant. You remember the Limelight? So it was a huge club, fucking fucked up club with mad drugs, and that's when the transsexuals started popping off there. That was the first club that had a famous tranny outside that was like a promoter. And this was back in more homophobic times, but everybody accepted him, her. Everything was a him. It was a dude. He didn't remove the hot dog. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a prison where you can escape because it's surrounded by. Yep, it is. It's been a bunch of movies. Is Abuela's grandma? Nah, I'm in Patterson, right by Newark. Yeah, that's mad close. Patterson is. Let me see. I'm gonna say it's about an hour and 10-minute drive right now. Patterson's mad ghetto though. You got me fucking getting robbed. I'll come back with no hubcaps. You gotta have to pay for my new hubcaps. Let's see. If I drive to Patterson right now, I'm there in an hour and 9 minutes, Mamoon. I'm in an hour and 9 minutes. I'm there if I left right now. I just Googled it. Mapped it. Hell yeah. I'll do that. I mean, I'll already be down there, and then maybe I think YouTube should be able to do it. Yeah, but is it searchable by last name? Like, I want to do a thing where like it's a lot like it's an encyclopedia where you click on it and then you see Hearn. You know, you see H, then you see Hearns, Hagler, all the H's, T, Tyson, and you could just click on the name or you could search the name. I don't know. It'll take me a long time to upload. I got like 500 to 1,000 videos. It'll take me a long time to upload them, but I'll do it. Nah, I never heard of 52 Block. Yeah, Limelight, had mad stick-ups. That shit was... Remember my man's girl tried to like bang me at the Limelight. I ended up doing it later, but first they broke up and I told him. I wasn't with that. That's one major rule, man. You don't fuck with somebody's girl. But it was actually, let me rephrase, it wasn't his girl. It was somebody he was hooking up with. And she was trying to come on me. I'm like, yo, you're fucking with my man. What are you doing? And she was just like, oh, And later I told him, he's like, whatever, do what you got to do. And I did what I got to do. What up, Eon? Oh, shit. It's Zorro. What up, Vega? I got my homeboy from Patterson locked up right now. Okay. Playlist? Yeah, I got to figure it out. Somebody hit Instagram, YouTube. That's a really good feature. Huh? What you mean? Tion Hitchens about to fight in Alcatraz. It's Hitchens he's fighting? Because it didn't say in the article who. W-Man, she was the whore. So clearly. Yeah, for sure. She sure was. This guy's back. Behave yourself, Rusty. He'll kick your ass out again. Oh, you got joke Zorro? Wasn't that rude? But I told everybody I'm not mad at him. That's the first time he's ever came at me like that, except calling me Anglo. But that was more, I feel like he was trying to be funny. He's never done that before. So, everybody can have a bad, cranky day. And when the shit becomes excessive, then we have a problem. You need a playlist. I want to get a paid, like a members only, like library of all my videos where people could search based on their best, like their favorite fighter, like the hidden Tommy Hearns. Then all my Hearns videos pops up, like that kind of thing. Does YouTube do a members only section where I could do that? I wish Instagram did, but they don't. Yeah, Ring Magazine said they're close to fine line. Okay. He came in, he was talking shit about Ness, and then I said something to him, and he told me to shut up, and said I'm he doesn't like how I steal Ness's subscribers, and then I talk about how my business is struggling, and he feels like what are you begging? Like he's like, my dad used to beg in the streets. I don't like that shit. It was just some left field. It was rude though. It was rude. But his voice sounded different. Like he had that devil in him. Like he was having a fucking exorcism moment. Turkey also wants to fight in Eiffel Tower. Ooh. Are you serious? Jank, or is that a joke? Coliseum will be dope. You have to do it in the summer, though. Marco Murataya, how high do you rate him? I think he has a great shot to beat Keyshawn. Marco, let me know. I'll fight anyone here. Get some fights under your belt. I want you to get some amateur fights under your belt, and then we'll talk. Just got here. What's the deal? Maybe you can create a website. I can, but YouTube is the most searched. Well, YouTube is the second most searched engine in the world behind what? Google. So I'd rather do it on YouTube. Did he say Spider? Did he? No, he didn't. He called into Nessa's show. Wasn't here. If he comes in here, I'm going to tell him how mean he was. Not to point out the obvious, but Spider's kind of short few. Yeah, obviously. That's true. He's also really smart, though. That's the thing with him. He's maybe he might be on the spectrum, but he's really smart. I always look at him as abstract. Abstract dude. That guy was off. Yeah, I know. He went off on Ness too first about something. Tell him to fight Showbiz or some shit. Yeah. 7:30 for show. 7:30 means you crazy. Hit me on the hip means page me. Your food boxes your belly. What's that from? Rob, you should know that one. Turkey wants to fight. That's pretty dope. The Coliseum is fucking fresh. I love that. Love that. Gets hot there though. Like in June. I'm sure you can create a playlist for sure, but I don't know if you can make it members. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, you can do members only content. But I want it to where it's searchable, and then if you're not a member, it'll pop up. But if you're not a member, it'll say members only. Then it'll entice people to become members. You know what I mean? Are you watching the February? Of course. Big Turkey looking for different stages like Street Fighter yeah, right? It's cool. Content creators is trash. Bonix. That sounds like Nas low key. Nope. Yep. Rob got it. Rob, tell him who it is, though. Tell him the name. That's the name of the song. Tell him who sung it. Tell him who sung it, Rob. Tell him who sung it, Rob. Yo, these dudes don't know the New York underground shit. Boom! My man, Rob. He knows. How you know that shit? You're too young. I got you by what? I'm 14 years older than you. How the fuck do you know that? That shit came out 99. You were still in diapers. You must have older brothers or something. Marco, you can do member only SC. Yeah, but I don't know if I could add a whole. I got to look into it. I might do that tonight. Big L. Hell yeah. I'm not even a Big L fan. Huge fan, but that's a dope song. Boxing in the middle of time. What you mean? Yep. Yep. But again, Rob, I said this earlier. I don't know if you were in. I'm not holding it against him. Everybody has a bad day, has a bad moment. It's okay. He's always been pretty cool with me. Now, if he keeps doing it, it's a different story. But, I listened to all the old joints with my older cousins. That's what it is. I knew something. What about Times Square? Those fights can get a lot of buzz if he held them. Yep. Big L came out after Big K. Funny. That's actually really funny. That's like a dad joke, but that's funny. Clarissa's pretty funny. Marco, if we go big, we bring in Marco with a word up. Everybody has a bad day. I don't hold it against him. Yeah, exactly. Wouldn't take Federico seriously the first time I heard him speak. Yeah, I know. But it's still, you're still a human being. You have reactions. Like, shit can still be, like, annoying or hurtful or fucking aggravating. Sofia Football Club. I'm not really into soccer. I disagree with that, Alberto. I'm fighting for the first time, been training. Oh, shit, when? How old are you and what weight? And where are you from? Hit us up. These long-time supporters probably just haven't. That's what I'm saying. Lopez needs a fight, not just rumors of. Well, I mean, that's how it starts, right? Have you trained any fighters? I've never actually. Yes, I've trained people tons of times in gyms, but I've never actually walked down the aisle. I've never had an amateur or pro fight as a trainer. Never done that. But of course, I've trained tons of people. And when you grow up in the gyms, you're always helping people out, especially when you got more experience. Damn. Let's do some celebrity boxing like LL versus 50 Cent. Apparently, they both got hands. Yeah, that'd be a good one. They're both similar in size. Bulgaria has a rich football. I know. Oh, mate. So you're fucking British, Rusty. With your provocative ass. You British? Australian? What are you? Galagos, congrats, man. Yeah, word. Marco trained me for Border Wars. I mean, you live in California. That's impossible. 50 Cent actually went to. That's what they say. Do you believe it, though? And remove your Jamaica Queens-ism from it. I don't know if I believe it. They said the basketball player Larry Johnson. They said Larry Johnson was Golden Gloves, right? They said Larry Johnson was Golden Gloves. All right. Now let me show you something. They said this guy was in the Golden Gloves, this basketball player. Now look at how this man throws punches. I'm not even playing.
Knicks versus the Heat, classic role, 1998. While battling for a rebound, Larry Johnson and Alonzo Mourning get into an entanglement like Jada and August. The two former Hornet teammates suddenly erupt into a Walmart slapboxing contest, flailing wide shots like two toddlers fighting over the last Pop-Tart. Having a history from their days in Charlotte, everything finally boils over, and they start windmilling sloppy shots like a squabble broke out on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, throwing awkward punches with worse form than Chris Dudley at the foul line. They both miss the target every time, like Stevie Wonder playing darts, as both men stumble around like drunk aunties fighting at a wedding. Finally, Charles Oakley rushes over like a Gambino family enforcer, grabbing Mourning by the throat like the Undertaker about to chokeslam him. And at the exact same time, the 5'9" Knicks head coach Jeff Van Gundy jumps into the altercation. Jeff then somehow ends up wrapped around the 6'10" Mourning's leg like he's a chihuahua in heat, gripping ankles tighter than Jenna Jameson on set. Van Gundy finally breaks free, looking like he got bit by the Walking Dead. Both Johnson and Mourning end up getting suspended by David Stern and ordered to buy a 360-day membership to the Mayweather Boxing Club.
Can you believe that guy was supposed to be in the Golden Gloves? He was in the Golden Gloves. That's the shorter one, was Larry Johnson, the Knicks, in the white uniform, for those of you who don't watch basketball. Can you believe that? So that's what I'm saying. There's no way he was in the Golden Gloves. Unless he just walked on as a novice, had one fight, never trained, and never did it again. What's up? Too many similes, no metaphors. I don't really know what the difference is. You ain't no damn 6'5", Eon. You're like 5'9". You already told me. Oh, no, you're my height. You're 5'11", right? Shakur all day, boring, but beats Tank. Nah, chill. See? This always happens. Around 40, 50 minutes in, it drops from like 50, 60, and then it'll go back up in about 10 minutes. Fucking weird. Add an S, and his name sounds like crazy. Larry Johnson's. 5'11", yeah, you're my height. Holy fuck, Eon. Larry fights. Yeah, man. They both did. Not just Larry. Like, Tank is B level. You trolling. You looking for attention? Why are you trolling? I'm 6'6", 6'7". No, you are not. No damn 6'6", 6'7". Shakira cannot beat Tank. He'll walk him down. I don't know. Should I? How do you justify Tank top? Yeah, I know. It's not a popular opinion. I justify it because of his dominance and his skill level. That's how I justify it. To me, that means a little more than his, mediocre resume. Tank is best by number 35. I definitely am, Marco. Prove it. Prove it. Shit, you guys see me? You know what I look? Prove it. Somehow prove it. Show a picture. Do something. Alberto always talking about some BS. No way Albert is eye level to Marco. How tall are you, Alberto? What did he say he is? Alberto said he's, what, my height? He says 5'11". I think I've heard him say that before. Hit that like button like Kendrick Lamar did Drake at the Super Bowl. Damn. Shouldn't accomplishments determine top 10 status instead of what could be? It has to be a pot. To me, it has to be a bunch of different things. Can't just be one thing. Because you have to understand, too, accomplishments are also subjective in terms of, yeah, Usyk beat Fury twice, but it was mad close. Yeah, better BF beat Bivol, but come on, it was mad close. So it's a subjective to each fighter, specific accomplishments. Side note, the TV show American Primeval is tough. All right. Primeval, excuse me. People love Tank. If it wasn't for Canelo, he would be the highest paid boxer. True that. Well, Ryan and Jake Paul probably make a little more. Shakur has decent power, but doesn't try to... Well, I don't know if he has decent power. No shit without shoes, Alberto. Vlog 6 feet with his work boots on. I could say I'm 6'5" with heels, but 6 feet without heels. You're 6 feet, Vlogs? You could be accomplished over great fighters at the end of their career, so it ain't all about accomplishments. That's true. That's true. That's a fact. What's good, Michael? The medical doctor to be. Those of you who don't know, Michael is literally in school becoming a medical doctor, like a doctor, like MD. Radiology, but it's still a medical doctor. Play that Tutti Frutti soundbite. You be cooking these haters. I don't know which one I cooked. and what you're talking about, but fuck it.
Tutti frutti! Tutti frutti!
And we'll even throw in an extra 6.5. With my work boots, I'm 6'3". Damn, you tall. I was 5'9", telling females I was 6 feet. They can't tell the difference. Well, if they see you, they'll be like, where's the rest of your legs? Best wishes. Rob Straight Cat. Why are we talking about height? I don't know, Dwayne. Dwayne's like, what are you, like 6'2"? That's a huge difference, Eon. What are you guys talking about? What you guys talking about? Talk to me. Hold on. I'm going to hit my man Fred up. Not bad. Rob, how tall are you? Rob's like 6'2" or 3 or some shit. Alberto, you wouldn't think so. It's only 4 inches. 6'2". Damn. 173. Marquito, do you always wrap your hands when hit? Yes, always. I don't wrap them though. Now that I'm older, and I don't suggest any active fighter does this because it's old people bullshit, but I just slip on those already made ones with the gel in the knuckles. I got ringside ones or Everlast ones. But yeah, always. Especially the bag, yes. The double end bag or the Cobra Reflex, nah, you don't need to wrap them. Want to host backyard boxing for callers with beefs, TBV, no weight classes like real men. Jesus. Where your boy? I don't know where Shane's at. That's a great question. I haven't talked to him in a minute. Last he was like, "Yo, what's your address? I want to send you something." Gave it to him. Never got nothing. Never heard from him again. Alberto, because he fucks with people, so they roast him. I saw a vid by Michael Jai White saying he hits a heavy bag raw because of power knuckle placement. Michael Jai White kind of annoys me. He thinks he's like a Jedi fight master. He thinks he could beat anybody. He thinks he knows everything. Very arrogant. Very arrogant. I would fight at heavyweight class, but I think I'm too short. Too short. Bitch! It's a rapper. Michael Jai, he is a little bit, right? You ever see him? They're like, could you beat blah, blah, blah? He's like, yes, of course. It annoyed me too because I hit up. He was talking about how he sparred Layman Brewster. So I hit Layman up. And I was like, Layman, was he any good? Layman said he kind of was, which kind of annoyed me. He didn't say he was like dope and oh my God, but Layman said he was decent when they sparred. I'm 180 weigh-in, but I blew him up to, damn, 210? Gordito. Eduardo es un gordito. Too many taquito. Oh, wait, that was racist. Okay. See, I went too far. I went too far.
Oh, that's racist.
Apologies. I'm well over 6, but not talking about my height. Oh, good for you. I wish I was well over. I like Michael Jai White from Bones. What do you want to do with this bone?
Tutti frutti!
Yo, Eon, chill.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
Good Lord. Yeah, he sparred a heavyweight champion and I said he was good too. That's what they say. That's what they say. I'm 5'7". Damn, you got 40 pounds on you? Nah, that shit wasn't racist. All right, well, thank you. I tried, Josu. I tried. It was funny at first, then you took it too far. Get out of here. You ain't Hispanic. Fuck do you care? Pause on talking about. No, that wasn't me. Michael Jai is the black guy. I mean, you got to be a little more specific, but he is black, yeah. Why you said taquitos? Should have said burritos. I don't know, man. It was just off the top. Rob liked it. All y'all dudes in here talking about banana sizes to other men. What up? How's my favorite white guy? That's nice. I'm glad I'm somebody's favorite white guy. What's up, Toya? We're just talking about all kinds of shit here. Killuminati. Damn. That's a heavy fucking title. Who taught this man how to make a drop button? Don't know what that means. Blood and Bones is a movie he was in. Oh, right. Hold that down somewhere else. Tutti Frutti. Word up. I'm fighting at 150, 160, 32 years old. All right. Rob, the taller they are, the harder they fall. True. Joke, I stay lean year round. Take care of your health and body, my guys. Word up. Mark, I walk around 150 and I wrestle 138. I want to fight 135. Okay. Yeah, it's all kinds of crazy shit, Toya. Cage, you got to make them fight, fall first. Fall, they fall. Word. They need to recast you as Heisenberg. That's the second time you said that.
Oh, that's racist.
Just because I'm bald and white doesn't mean I look like that motherfucker. I'm eating taquitos for dinner tonight. Is a taquito a real thing? I don't think it is. Marco training during Ramadan. Gotta lock in. Bengalis are Muslim? I didn't know that. I'm going to sub to the Boxing Voice so I can cook. You should. You should. Go on there. Tell them what you... They're not big Tank fans, so you'll have a field day. Especially my man Tone. He fucking hates Tank. Toya, who else do you like besides Tank? I know you're a big supporter. Is there any other fighters that you really back? Marco, just like you're in the hood, New York, surrounded around black people, I was born in Miami, surrounded around the Mexicans. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Albert, I had ribs. What do you... you guys are... Marco, I low-key think you would be a good actor. Thanks. I think so, too. Yeah, he's Bengali. Straight up and down. From Dirty Jars. My name ain't Albert. It's Alberto. Yeah, Bengalis are Muslim. All of them? Nah. Or like the majority? Marco, white man can't jump, part 3. Yeah, I mean, I could jump I was able to dunk like anything I could palm. Like I could dunk a tennis ball. So at 5'11", I mean, that's not crazy hops, but it's also not garbage. Yo, Marco, are your thoughts on Crawford weighing 189? Do you guys remember when that dude came in this room recently? Like 2-3 days ago, said, what if I told you Bud walks around 188? He was right. What are my thoughts? He looked kind of jacked too. I don't know. It makes me wonder. Maybe he's not as small as we think. Maybe the fight will be, maybe he could pull it off. He goes, my name's not Albert. It's like a girl being like, hey, Anna, it's Anna. Like, get the fuck out of here. A-N-A. It's whatever that is. When was the last time you visited a bagel? It's Bangladesh, not Bengal, but Roly. Get the fuck out of here. You're just trolling. You think Schofield will give Shakur too much trouble? No. I think he'll give him some trouble. But I think Shakur will even it out and take care of him. Bud, Tank, Daniel, Plant, shoot. Daniel who? Dubois? Daniel Dubois? You got Bud over Tank? Okay. Well, obviously. I thought Tank was your favorite, is what I meant to say. You talking about Dubois? Are you related to kissing my Bulgarian ass? Is that any relation? Last time we visited Bangladesh. You going to be on TBV? I don't know. Depending where it is, when it is. Mark, an old school East Coast white boy, he valid. I would prefer an old school Hell's Kitchen white boy. Because East Coast, there's a lot of parts of East Coast which are not valid. But thank you. That means, where are you from, E92? You must not be from the East Coast. Low-key, I think that was fake, but what? I like boxing, not just Tank. Okay. I'm just, look at your fucking... See? I'm just saying. But good. If Crawford pulls off, tells me he's weighing... We'll see. I don't know why Crawford, if that's true, is losing 40 pounds for the last 10 years. That's a lot of fucking weight. Unless he's just never been that heavy and he's just putting it on now. I remind you of Shifty Shell Shock? The fuck does that mean? Shifty Shell Shock. I'll give you a shifty ass whooping. Bud over Usyk. Agreed. Show us some boxing stance. how to perfect the jab. I don't feel like getting up. But the jab, here, you know what? I'll do this real quick. The jab needs to come, there needs to be no turning. So the jab, your elbow's here, you just bend the elbow and twist and extend. So you don't go back here, you don't go like this, you just boom. You see what I'm doing? Bend it and twist. So boom. And then you extend if you want, just bending this and then twisting at the end. Boom. Boom. Simple. Big mistake is people do this shit or they come from down here. Or you don't go back. You don't go like this. You come right from where you're at. Boom. Shortest possible distance. That's why Lennox Lewis used to hold his hand out here. So then what happens when he jabs? Boom. It's even shorter distance. Boom. You just bend your elbow and twist your wrist. Simple. Simple. Hope that helped. Hope that helped. Shakur, David, Janabek. It's weird. I mean, he's undefeated and all that. Oh, I know there's different jabs. She didn't ask me for all kind of different jabs. That's just the standard jab right there. No, I haven't done a Tapia one. I haven't done a Tapia one. That's good advice, exactly what I was taught. Hell yeah. Marco, top 5 Latino rappers all time. Big pun, big pun, big pun, big pun, big pun. What's a good way to set up the body shot? Oh, the best way is to go up top. You always distract. So you come in, you throw a 1, 2, 3 to the top. Coming again, 1, 2, 3 to the top. Coming again, 1, and then bop, bop. And then you have to get them in a pattern recognition. Have them thinking they got pattern recognition, then you go downstairs. Marco's nest line, or do people really not too at the gas? People really not tip? I don't know. I don't go to Jersey much, so I don't know what that's like. In New York, they're not gas attendants. You get your own gas, so there's no tipping when you do it yourself. Technical boxing blood. Yeah, word up. Word up. No problem. Ken, what up? Just salutes and doesn't say anything else. Well, Larry Holmes was more of a look, he did this. See, that's the Ali. He did this, and he didn't just bend and turn. He flicked it. And he had his elbow pointing out, and he flicked it. Boom. So I'll do it slow. Larry Holmes would flick it. So there's this, boom, boom, and then Larry Holmes would keep the elbow out, would come up, boom. And it would kind of fuck. I used to use that jab. I would use a whole bunch because this is fucking you up. Now, if I'm in front of you, you see this hand is down here, then I come up. Boom. And, you extend. That was Holmes. Holmes and Ali did that. It was that slap. It would almost hit you with the back of their hand. Whereas the standard jab, right here, you're landing straight like this with the standard jab, where Holmes and Ali would land like this. And then, flick the wrist at the end. So that's the difference between that one. You know what I'm saying? Kid Frost. What up, Sanchez? I don't know about that, but I'd like to see it. Marco coached me against CJ. Old man talks too much. More of a tap. He explained his jab. He flicks it kind of like Tyson Fury. Yup. Tyson Fury did a lot of flicking. I'm a poop on CJ. Ew. Ew, you freak. I love hitting the up jab. Louder movement, elbow telegraphs the punch. Well, yes, but it also confuses the person thinks you're coming from down. Do I ever been to Verinos, Marco, 11th and 1st in East Village? No. That's where my old business was, right around that neighborhood. I used to be around there a lot, but I haven't been there in years. Chino XL, what about him? Chino and XL, fuck you too. Mob Deep, don't want you motherfuckers have sickle cell, fuck around me, catch a heart attack. What's that from? Fuck around me, catch an aneurysm, I think he said. Fat Joe, Big Pun, Kid. Who the fuck is Kid Frost? Clarissa, yeah, she should be up there. Me versus Marco. I will fuck you up, Alberto. I'll slap jab the shit out of you. I'll just fight you with one hand and just use my slap jab. The Holmes Ali joint. I'll tap you up like I'm trying to get maple syrup. Tyson Fury did that too, and all the foil haters thinking the glove. Yep. Yeah, because you go like this and you're relaxed. See, they teach everybody when you throw, you should always keep, even when you throw the straight punch, this should be relaxed until right before contact, then you tighten it. Like as you feel the contact, you tighten and twist. Same thing with the slap jab. So that, which means when you're throwing it relaxed, it's going to flop around because your hand's like this. It's exactly right, Rob. Damn, yo, Rob, you know all the fucking shit. Cotto versus Hatton. I got Cotto. I think Cotto fucks him up too. I've been trying to work on my waist movement and my head movement. You got any tips? Yeah. You bend more at the waist, less at the knees. And you got to bend forward and to the side. You don't want to bend straight forward. You bend forward to the side. You want to, when you waist move, like James Toney's a good example. Hit him up. Then belts behind you looking nice. Sounds like you're trying to rob me. Fuck out of here. See, you Jersey dudes it's in your blood. You just got to rob people. Kid Frost. Is he white? That sounds like a white boy name. Azamatli? What's that mean? You spazzed on me when Neon called you out. Huh? See, that's a simile. Then you describe something using like or as. I thought that's a metaphor. I said Pac first. Give me my credit. True? You did. Paul Williams versus Hearns. That's a tough one. I'm going to go with Hearns. I think Hatton beats Ward. Ward is extremely overrated. We went over this. Ward has not one victory of note besides Arturo Gatti. And Arturo Gatti has not one victory of note besides, definitely not Ward. Pac was, no, he wasn't. Nah, simile is like, or as a metaphor isn't. Simile is like, or. Damn. With that creative writing major background. Now you said those time that makes sense. I was like, damn, Marco got a huge head. Well, I'm also far from it. See? Like, since I'm far ahead, it looks big. But if I get close to it, look at my hand. I have small hands, but look. See? The real belt would probably be like, they're not that much bigger, though. They're not that much bigger, these belts. But Kid Frost is Latino. Okay. Does he have light eyes or some shit? Not like that. I'm getting ready to earn one of those belts in the future. Word up. Canelo, KO better BF. We heard that already. And I hope you're right. Word salty at Canelo for becoming undisputed. Ward is. Maybe. Ricky or Zab? Ooh. That's a good one. Zab laces him the first 4 or 5 rounds, as he normally does. I don't know. Ricky might rough him up 50-50. You know what? I'm going to go with Zab. Fuck it. I'm going to go with Zab. I think Zab's just too talented. Cotto. Winky. I think Winky's just a little too big and too slick. I'm a poet sometimes and lyrics at others, so I know literal elements. All right. Silicon charges outrageous prices. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to get a Ring magazine replica, and the shit was like the minimum I found. It was like $120. It just wasn't worth it to me. I'm like, I don't really need it. Keyshawn looks so much bigger than yeah. Look, Keyshawn looked like he pulled up to a middle school. He was like, "What's up?" Dude's like, "I gotta go to class. I'm in 4th grade. Like, get the fuck out of here." Well, 5th or 6th grade, excuse me. but you get where I'm going with it. Ricky Hatton versus Bradley. Bradley. Marco won't open up the panel because I got too much chest hair. That's probably the weirdest thing you've ever said. Yeah, I should write more. English was always my second best. Yeah, you're pretty good, man. Keyshawn, I'm good. I'm good with words too, as my videos tell you. Words are good. Words are easy. Keyshawn, yeah, it was way bigger. I told Keyshawn to stop doing that goofy stare he does. You told him where? Like, you know him, or you just left a comment on IG? Yeah, that was weird, CJ. That was very weird. Matter of fact, certified.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
You good at coming off the top. No homo. Coming off the top wouldn't be. If you just said I'm good at coming, that's no homo. But coming off the top? What you mean? My videos? Because I write my videos. Or you mean just when I'm talking with you guys? Hagler. Ken. Hagler. All day over anybody at middleweight. Except, of course, the man, the myth, the legend.
I must have forgot.
Keyshawn needs to smoke some Hardin and chill. I wish I smoked weed. I'm glad I don't, because under the stress I've been under the past like few years, I probably would just, because we just sink into the couch and do nothing with my life. Man, CJ keeps that. Leave CJ alone. You want to do MMA? Damn, Mamoon. Yo, Mamoon. Do Bengali parents like slap the fuck out their, like, if you like growing up, did your mom or your dad whoop your ass like physically if you did something bad? So I feel like you probably got ass whoopings in the house. I'm getting that vibe. Am I wrong? Hagler, low key, the best out of the four kings. Low key? What's so low about it? Yeah, I don't know who's the best, because Sugar Ray, man, but it's tough. You out? All right, peace out. Pink bus bozo. PBB. There's TBV and there's PBB. Well, it can be both. Come off the top. Can be suggestive of, not in my mind. People say weed helps alters better. I'm going to never touch it. Oh, you don't fuck with weed? All right. I never smoked weed either. I've taken edibles. I never smoked. Actually, I did. I vaped a couple times, but very few. It didn't really do shit. Ben versus James, Tony. Ooh. Tony. What's so low is that they think it's Ray Leonard. Yeah, well, Ray Leonard, I'm almost there with it. Like, I hate to say that because Hagler's one of my favorites, but Ray arguably beat him. And Ray I think I watched it again, and Ray did beat him. Yeah, a lot. I got smacked. Yep, I knew it. I got smacked after I told my mom I was joining. But see? I knew it. But that fuels you. All those ass whoopings get that anger in you, and you know you can't. I know the Bengali culture, Muslim culture, like you would never hit your fucking family back. So you got to take that anger out somewhere else. So when you win that world title, say, Mom, thank you for making me win a world title, because instead of swinging back on you, I did it to these fools. Pink bus, you got to ask Rob. It's something he made up. Yeah, I was going through some shit. I tried it, but it didn't really do anything. But it wasn't weed. It was Delta 8. You guys know what that is? It's a little different. I never smoked actual weed because I don't like smoking. That's why I would never smoke blunt. Just the act of smoking I didn't fuck with. I was okay with the edible, though. I tried that. I'm not going to smoke or inject anything or sniff. Smoke, sniff, inject. I don't do it. So basically the only thing left is eat. Edibles are way stronger. Yeah, I know. They last longer. Prime Emil Griffith versus Sergio Mora. That's so fucking random. Griffith. Emil. G-Mac. You mean G-Man. I'm going to go with G-Man. I think nobody except Roy beats G-Man. Trigger initiative.
Y'all must have forgot.
I mean, obviously Nigel Benn did, but there was a lot of shots behind the head hit there. Leave those drugs alone. They're killing our young. Well, weed isn't that bad for you, Robert. Is that isn't that? No, it's taken from a hemp plant, kind of like CBD, and they take these alkaloids from the hemp plant, and they basically, I guess, they engineer it to make it stronger or whatever. So since it's from the hemp plant, it's legal across the country. Because now weed isn't still legal everywhere, and it's literally it's like it's the same exact I guess not chemical but property alkaloid as like THC. It's almost identical to it, but it's a little different, and it's in the hemp plant. But it when they magnify it, when they like basically make it stronger and stronger, it has similar effects to what weed does. So that's the difference. So it's basically weed. It's basically weed. Like I've had edibles in both, and it's the same fucking thing. Smoking is for losers. Sniff is, you want to sniff grass? What? Sniff ass? What? 201. 2012, weed is the best thing. I mean, Girl Scout cookies. Weed is legend and NJ. You smoke a lot of weed, Mamoon? You better not let your mom hear you say that shit. She'll fucking choke you out with a extension cord. Republicans hate weed and Mexicans. It's a very random thing to say. Les, what up? Riddick Bowe versus Tyson. I think. All right, but Les, which mic we talking about? We talking about 88 Mike, or we talking about after Buster Douglas Mike? Specify, por favor. I teach high school, and it's hard to teach kids. They're getting yeah. Well, Delta 8 is for the LGBT. Okay, go fuck yourself. I hate the smell of weed. I don't like weed, but being Jamaican, you're always around it. You ever had a mushroom? Nah, I took mushrooms though. Funny enough, the first drug I ever took, because I grew up, my mom was an alcoholic, right? So I didn't want to touch any substance. And I grew up in the crack era and the heroin junkies in Hell's Kitchen. So I was around so I didn't want to touch any drugs for all those reasons. So I didn't do shit. First thing I ever did when I was 19, first thing I used to go, and I didn't drink either, obviously. I would go to parties, dudes would be getting fucking hammered, drinking OE40s. I didn't do anything, nothing. I was always sober. But first thing I ever tried at 19 was mushrooms. Funny, weird story, right? First thing I ever tried. I'd done mushrooms maybe 5 times over my life, something like that. No, I never smoked. You think that Jose Ramirez is good comeback fight for Devin? No. Why not just go into Ryan? Like, what are we doing here? We're going to possibly fuck up the biggest rematch in boxing, definitely in the past 10 years in history. Ooh, 88, Mike. Come on, Les, you look like a brother around my age, maybe a little older. I can't tell. I'm 48. Yeah, I don't know. You could be my age. You could be a little older, a little younger. I can't tell. But come on. 88 Mike Tyson arguably can beat anybody who ever walked the planet. Definitely Riddick Bowe. He'll be fucking teleporting around Riddick Bowe with that footwork and that peekaboo style like he's Nighthawk. Come on. I don't know when we got to see more. Damn, that's a good one, Kobe. Holy fuck. Damn. I don't think Corrales ever fought it at feather, so I don't think it's a realistic fight. But Jesus, that was a good one. All right, give me 1 second, guys. My bad. All right. 88 Mike. Hell yeah. David Havers, Kalzaki. Eon, you're so good, but sometimes you do this. David Hay was a heavyweight and a cruiserweight. Calzaghe was a light heavyweight and a super middleweight. David Hay is like 6'3", 6'2". Calzaghe is like 5'11". They would never match up. Wrong weight classes. My brother. Bro, you know this blank, not pissing in the mic. Pissing? I wasn't pissing. What you talking about? I didn't piss, but okay. I was like, what? Pissing. Mike was not beating Buster Douglas, especially when he promised his mom before she passed away he was going to beat him and he didn't have a chance. How would Marco P. I know. What are you talking about? Did you live in the mountains as a kid or your first generation? What? You mean Bulgaria? No, I grew up in Hell's Kitchen. Well, you heard piss? I don't get it. Did you actually hear somebody pissing? Because I better look around. Maybe somebody broke in and pissed and left. Marco, you taking calls or not? I don't know. Probably not. Prince Nassim fought at featherweight and Diego Corrales fought at super featherweight. True. I remember Corrales wasn't super. He was actually a lightweight. When him and Floyd fought, it was lightweight, I believe. But yeah, he might have started at feather. Yeah, and don't wash his hands. Floyd Mayweather versus Ray Leonard. I got Ray. I've done this one. This is one of the few people I would ever say can beat Floyd. And Ray's one of the few. I give 4 or 5 fighters a chance, but only 2 are a real chance. Pernell Whitaker and Sugar Ray Leonard. And maybe Sugar Ray Robinson, but him at welterweight, it's hard because he didn't spend much time there. We spent a lot of time there, but there was no video of it. And, but I know his record was out of control at that weight. That's my dad. I'm going to win a track race before I broke my leg. Okay. Bro got his ear to the speaker trying to hear something. I know. Weird. He was imagining Marco.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
I know Bam is still young, but I want to see him fight monsters so bad. Yeah, me too. Tank versus Nassim. Tank's... I can't do that one because Tank's still active. I might go with Tank, though. And I would never, but you know what I'm saying? Based on now, but we have to wait and see what Tank does. Why is David Benavidez helping Bud to train for his fight with Canelo after Bud has beaten his brother? I don't know. It's business, man. Fights were done. They moved on. We pulled your card, Jack. Just take that one, Eon. You guys are wilding out. You guys are wilding out. Hold on. Hold on. Responding to a text. So Shaquille O'Neal last night reposted a video that I put up of him. It was at 6,000 views, and then he posted it, reposted. He put it on his storyline, and the shit now is at like 150,000 views. His reach is wild. Marco, why did you start boxing? You don't remember the story? White boy, Hell's Kitchen. I had to learn how to fight in my neighborhood no matter what. And then when you're white, on top of it, people would test you way more, so you had to know how to fight double. In my neighborhood growing up, probably most hoods, there was only 3 things that gave you mad respect as a young man in the hood. Being a drug dealer, which I tried briefly, but I'm not crazy. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to jail. I move like weed, like minor shit, ecstasy, weed, nothing crazy. So being a drug dealer, being a star athlete, or knowing how to fight / boxer. Because star athlete can be the same thing, but no. So I went with the knowing how to fight, being a fighter. So it's also to get the respect. So those are the reasons why I started boxing. There's not one I've ever seen. I don't believe there's one best KO I've ever seen. like shit. The one Hearns did to Duran is insane. Tommy Morrison getting zombified is, there's a lot. Who would Marco like to share the ring with? That is simple.
Y'all must have forgot.
Bam's only 24. Not even. I know Bam's so young. Let me go down here. Ooh. I don't know. I think Marquez might be able to bore him to death. Ooh. You guys are coming with heat. I don't know. I think Pacquiao probably. Nah, those would be out of his prime, but I agree. Are you going to be nah, I'm not flying to Northern California unless again, I'm working and everything's paid for and I have to be there for work. But when Bam gets to his prime, in the still is going to be there. Marco got top 5 bad work. He KOs Ness. That's a fact. Thank you, Walter. Nah, he's not scared. I disagree. Marco, you should be on DAZN like these UK. I wish, man. Roy knocking you out in 7 seconds. You crazy. Ain't nobody knocking me out in 7 seconds. I could have, if I want to stay away, you think Shakur could stay away? I don't run, but I cover up, I hold, I move. Nah, if I don't want to trust me, I've been in there. That's what I would do. The days that I don't want to be in the ring, remember I tell you guys, to be a fighter, you have to have that anger, that fire in you to get in there. And then when you don't want to do it, you shouldn't be in there. The days that I didn't want to do it, that's what I would do. I would go in there and just fucking stay away, throw some little combinations, throw some punches, and just stay away until the 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 rounds were over. Very good at that. Nah, Floyd will fuck me up. Floyd will fuck me up. In my prime, though, if I got more experience, I might have been able to crack him, but nah, he would have fucked me up overall. Come on, AGR. You're my man. But how dare you ask a sacrilegious question?
Y'all must have forgot.
Roy all day over anybody. You ever trained as a southpaw? Yeah, I do that now. I hit the bag. I work at every day as half south, not half, but 25% southpaw. Nah, maybe not 25, 10%, 15%. What's up, Thomas? You're going to be at that Tank fight or the Keyshawn fight with the Drilly? They fucking didn't approve me, Thomas, for the Keyshawn fight. They didn't approve me. I'm getting 10 million views a month, and they don't approve me. It's deflating. Shakur be running. Can't go. Yo, Eon, that's fucking funny. You're so young. You gotta see. You look like a good kid, though. You know what I'm saying? You do. You got that. You look like a good kid. God bless that hair too. Holy shit. Is Bud so good that he makes the opposition look bad and people look for excuses for them? Maybe. I don't hate or like Shakur. You should, man. He's from right next door to you. Ball pros, we men in here. Nah, man. It's a community in here. Just like we're all. This is like going to a bar and chilling. You're going to a bar and you see the same people. You talk to them. You get to, you know what I'm saying? That's, of course, it's all about that. Wow, for real, I got approved for press and weight. Not if I didn't get approved for shit, nothing. But I got a ticket for the fight. Well, I can't. If I left my wife on Valentine's Day to go see that fight, there'd be 2 people getting knocked out that night. Eon is, I think he's 20 or 21. 21, see? Eon, your voice match your face. I don't know what that means, but Bud just made him look like nobody. Shakur so boring though. That's what, what's annoying, Thomas? I applied for the Tank fight. That's one I really want to go to. They fucking don't approve me for that one. I'm be angry. And right? You know better than me. It's all about the media company. It's a different media company that does each of them. So, but I don't know. It's not looking good, though. Yeah, you got to take. Yeah, well, all right. Sweet Pea. They were on the same 1984 Olympic squad together. And they were the same weight at one point, but at the time they weren't. Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea beats anybody. I never got approved for PBC. Is that what Tank is? It's a PBC one? Now, you got like a deep voice. I wouldn't say raspy. I could care less. I just said you tucked your tail when Rob made you turns. Marco, you get paid for social. Of course. Not a lot. I've said this before. I can't live off what I get paid. Not even I can't live off it. Well, don't forget I got a family of four of us total, but not even close to what I make on social media. I couldn't. It doesn't even close to covering my rent. Even like nothing. It's garbage. And that's with 10 million views a month. That's how bad they pay. Celebrity Boxing, T.I. versus Nelly. Magna Media. Yeah, they do all. Magna does PBC or Magna does all of it. It might be the biggest robbery in history. It was pretty bad. Only because the fight was, Sweet Pea, won easily, right? But he wasn't destroying Chavez, but he won easily. It's more because the gravity of the fight. You had this legend, already living legend, who was, if I'm not mistaken at the time, 87-0. So the gravity, the monstrous effect on boxing of seeing somebody being the man to finally snatch that 87-0 from you, and you remain undefeated. That's what made it such a bad robbery. I've seen fights that were worse robberies in terms of like this dude won more clearly. This was the gravity behind the fight. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for chicks who are going to be at the Keyshawn fight with their man. Why? What? I'm very confused what the fuck you're talking about. Oh, Magna has approved me before. What was this one? What was the Keyshawn one? Because they didn't fuck. Who was that? They didn't approve me. The fuckers. The biggest robbery was David Tilbury was James Toney. Okay. Worst robberies in history. I mean, you have robberies and you also just have bad stoppages. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of different like wrongdoings in boxing. A lot of shit that's happened where we're just like, ugh. I should see if fucking Drew. Well, never mind. Top Rank has their own, and I usually go through them, but I never gotten. So wait, but Thomas, help me out here. The Keyshawn one, who is that? Is that Top Rank? Is that Magna Media? Who? I forgot who it was. I know they disapproved me, but I forgot. I just followed the link that's given to me. Barroso. See, that's not robbed. It's just a bad stoppage. That's the worst stoppage I've ever seen. Pure like worst stoppage. It's Top Rank. Okay, well, fuck them. They don't like me. I don't like them. Not bad, Eon. I was asking Thomas because I know he'd be going to these things. You don't, or do you? Biggest robbery in boxing history is Roy Jones. Well, we're talking pro boxing history. Boxing history? It was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Robberies are a little more common in amateur because punches don't land as cleanly. Amateur fighters throw a lot. There's a lot of punches being thrown, swarming at once. It's hard to see what landed. And then the headgear's in the way, and it's tough. It's a lot harder. I think it's easier for amateur fights to be lopsided in judging for that reason. What up, E? E Gome. So you a big Wilder fan, huh? I think he should, do you agree he should probably stop at this point, or you think he should keep going? Because I don't want to see him keep going. His mind's not in it. I think he's going to get hurt. What do you think? Eldrick stoppage versus Barroso stoppage. Okay, so again, two different reasons. My man, see, you're a reasonable man. Two different reasons why I can't. Barroso was way worse in terms of just the mechanics of the fight. Barroso was in the middle of throwing a combination when the ref jumped in and grabbed him. Like he was getting fucked up. Like, so that was worse. But the Meldrick Taylor stoppage was worse because of the gravity of that fight. Again, Chavez at the time, I believe was 67-0. Meldrick took a beating, but fought his heart out and had a large lead on the scorecards and deserved that fight after putting his life on the line. Deserved to win. So I would say Meldrick was worse in terms of the gravity and the energy and the repercussions of the fight. What ended up happening after the fight, that was worse. But the actual mechanics, the fight is actual self, without looking at champions and without looking at any other elements, Barroso was worse. Mark, after that fight, those judges were banned. Which ones? You from NY? Eric, you might have told me this, but I fucking forgot. My bad. I talked to a lot of people. Luis Garcia, Pac-Man. Castillo versus Pac-Man or Zab? I mean, I don't know. That's a great fucking fight. Nah, he does not want to fight Bacoli. That would not be a good idea. Bomb Squad. Marco, do you do a squeaking sound when you hit the bag? Squeaking? Like, no. What kind of squeak, 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 squeak? What you talking about? You trying to say I punch like a dog's chew toy? Like that's how light it is? It's fucked up. I'll fuck 702 up now. Why the fuck would you ask that? I don't want to fight 702. It's my man. Now the San Francisco Giants baseball team. Chavez was considered pound for pound at the time. Taylor was supposed to be HBO. Exactly. Stage was way bigger. That's what I'm saying. A lot of moving parts and elements to that fight made it bigger. Gomez, not NY. Okay. He's from Indiana, I remember. All right. I'm really excited to see Juanma. Is that a fucking chick? Lopez' son make his debut Friday. He was here in the Bronx working out earlier. Dope. All right. I don't know who that is, but yes, I go, psst, or I go, ah, ah. I scream, or I do the is when I do fast punches because you want to tighten your stomach. You throw it, so if something's coming back at you, it's tight. But the power punches is you digging down from your soul, taking every ounce of anger and rage and frustration you have and going, ah, and fucking breaking shit. Don't make me pull out my video of getting that high score at the punch machine, because that's what I did. Lou Duva hurt Meldrick Taylor by asking him to go for the KO. Lou Duva hurt Meldrick Taylor by getting on the fucking ring apron during the count. Like, what are you doing? That's why Meldrick looked over, and that's the only thing I could think of, except if the referee was on the payroll, that would make him stop the fight. Because he said something to Meldrick, and Meldrick looked over. But he looked over. He wasn't like, he looked over because somebody was on the ring apron. Like, you see him on the... Don't get me started. I thought it was for breathing. It is? That too? Which region is best? There's none. There's not one. Do you remember Juanma Lopez that lost to Salido twice and they were trying to... No, I don't. Maybe if I saw his face or the fight, but nah. I don't know if you know this about me, Thomas, but I got a radar. It's upper middle class fighters and above. The shit below that, I don't always pay attention to. Not like in a snobby way. I just focus more on the Irv Gotti's funeral. Will be, oh, that's too bad. Juanma means Juan Manuel. Oh. Thanks. So, I'm sitting here like, who's Juanma? Let me hit myself with let me hit myself.
Look at me! I'm the one with waterboard, dude!
Okay. So what was the question? Manuel Manuel Marquez's son's fighting? Is that what you said? That's Marquez's son? I'm confused. Or his name is Juan Manuel Lopez. Who the fuck is that? First Triple G Canelo fight was a robbery too. Yes, agreed. Triple G should have won that fight for sure. Just like I think Ward should have lost to Kovalev in their first fight. But both instances of ass whoopings in the rematch. Ward more so of an ass whooping in the rematch, but Canelo too, man. He grabbed his balls and he went at Triple G in that rematch. Like, fuck this shit. Which is impressive because Triple G was cracking him. And he saw the first fight, he gave Triple G too much respect. I don't know what that is. That's a karate fighting, right? Facts. Facts like an office building. Word to mother. Word to the mother and the father and the Holy Spirit. Damn, we've almost been doing this shit 2 hours. Oh, it's an hour and 40 almost. I watched the Bivol vs. Canelo last night. Bivol had to go over the top to get the consistent 7-5 across the board. Yeah. Yeah, he did. I agree. I became a Canelo fan after Triple G2 fight. Yeah, man, me too. I was like, damn. Same right here, AGR. I'm with you. Same exact thing. I was, like I said, after the heat that Triple G put on in that first fight and he beat him, Canelo grabbed his balls, grabbed his cinnamon cojones, and went at that dude like, fuck this. I'm not giving you respect. You landed flush on me numerous times and did nothing. Those shots did Nathan. They bounced off Canelo like he had a Kevlar helmet on. They did nothing. So, word up. Now, Canelo's dope. I like Canelo. Was Nello only ever wobbled by... Yep. Absolutely. That's it. He looked like he had him almost down, too, but Canelo recovered quick. As we used to say back in the day, with the quickness. Danny Jacobs' fight was big, too. Canelo's... Yeah. Danny Jacobs came close to beating him, but didn't. What's up, AB? The Asian assassin. Still didn't tell me what kind of Asian he is. Which is weird. Why not just say I'm Chinese? I'm Korean. I mean, if you're in Bensonhurst, you're probably only... There's a few things that you're most likely. Chinese, Filipino, or maybe like Hong Kong, Taiwan, one of those. Possibly Korean. Those are the biggest possibilities. So which one is it? Spit it out. Canelo was a young buck out here wilding. Shout out to him. Yeah, word up. Canelo put it on Cotto's bro. Yeah, he did. He fucked him up. Canelo got tired versus Bivol. That was... Nah, he didn't get tired. He was getting fucked up. He was being kept at a distance from a bigger, taller man that was throwing volume. That motherfucker was producing volume like a Nike sweatshop. Just mad volume. What was your worst boxing injury? Probably tore my biceps tendon. That shit fucked with me bad. And nobody could identify what it was. I was going to the University of Arizona, like at the time. They were the national champions in NCAA basketball. And I'm like, because when you tear your bicep tendon, the pain shoots. The pain shoots into your bicep and here, right? This is where the pain is. But the tear is up here. But the pain is here. So I would just keep saying, it hurts, it hurts. But I had the strength. And they just didn't know. It took them forever to find out what it was. I had to go to a doctor who used to work with the Kronk boxers. He happened to be in Arizona. I was at college at the time. And he was like, oh, that's a biceps fucking... That's a biceps... tendonitis is what it was. It wasn't a tear. It was tendonitis. If it was a tear, it would be obvious. It was tendonitis. So the shit would hurt like crazy. But I had all my strength. It would just hurt. And it would only hurt after I used it a little bit. When I didn't use it, like it would be so... It was like an 8 or 9 in pain. And I have a high... Then it would go away when I stopped using it. And it would be almost totally fine. Then the second I started using it again, it would fucking flare up like a pack of hemorrhoids. Yes, it's considered Asian. You fucking hardcore racist.
Oh, that's racist.
Which NY you like better, Giuliani or post Giuliani? I mean, Giuliani probably, but not because I'm into politics, because I'm not. I was just younger and less responsibility, more freedom, just chilling with my boys, hanging out with girls. Like, it was just a different time. You know, I didn't have responsibilities and jobs and all that shit back then. So he got tired. Ball punches weren't effective. He had high guard. Basic MRI. MRI wouldn't have shown tendonitis, Raw Dog. Doesn't show tendonitis. It would have shown a tear. I didn't have a tear. I misspoke. I had tendonitis. If you fight Canelo on equal level, he may overpower you. But I'm curious now that Bud's coming in showing us 188, that's interesting. But I don't care what anybody says. If he's fighting at 147, he's walking around at 188, that's a lot of weight to lose. Can't be healthy. I had tendonitis of the shoulder. Spasms were worse till. Yup. Yeah, you had shoulder. Mine was biceps tendon right here. And it's still to this day, it flares up sometimes. But I got to know my body. I got to know what certain stretches, how to not use it. Sometimes I have to throw a punch a certain way. For something about when I throw certain punches, when it lands a certain way, I guess the vibrations don't hit that tendon and don't aggravate it. So sometimes I have to throw, like if I throw uppercuts, it doesn't bother the biceps tendon because I guess I'm not using my bicep in an uppercut. It's all shoulder. But when I throw a hook like this, yeah, and if I throw it's crazy. But I've learned how to throw the punches certain ways as not to aggravate the injury. So, but at first that shit was stressing me out. I'm like, am I ever going to be able to box again? Yeah, that's what I said. That's why I think it's fake, because after the Errol fight, he showed he was 166. It might be fake, Ian. The only reason why I'm thinking it's not, weren't you in the room when that dude called in? That dude whose screen name was like, Bud is going to beat everybody, and I love Bud, and I love Omaha, whatever the fuck. He said that. That's what freaked me out. If he wouldn't have called in and said that, I wouldn't have believed it either. He goes, what if, he goes, I know Bud. Remember? He goes, this guy called in, literally a day before Bud posts that picture. He goes, yo, I know Bud. I have his phone number. I'm cool with Steven Nelson. I know all of them. I've hung out with Bud. I've talked to him. I have his number. All this. He's like, I know him well. He's like, what if I told you that he walks around at 188? He's not as small as you guys think. I'm telling you. Because he was like, why do you think Bud's going to lose? I'm like, look, he's so much smaller. Dude goes, he's not. What if I told? And then the next day that picture comes out. So I kind of believe it. You remember that, Ian? Bud gonna stop, some shit like that, right? Now that's somebody else, but yeah, you were in the room, right? That's the only reason why I'm like, maybe that picture's not fake. That's you know what I'm saying? That picture, he said it was 185, 186 in the picture, and the dude said 188. But that's within a few pounds of each other. It's the same shit. He called it, unless he's psychic or just a lucky coincidence. Yeah, you were here, right? See? So I believe it because of that. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have believed it. So I like Crawford. I get the 186. I remember the dude who called in, but just don't see him. I don't either, by the way. But that does say something. I remember that guy, he was saying he would. Oh, yeah, that's right. He did say that. That guy was wilding out. The guy who talked about Bud is from Philly. Yes. You guys all remember. That's right. He's from Philly. I thought he was from Omaha. I'm like, why do you have his number? Why do you care so? Why are you betting 10 grand? I was like, you have to be his cousin. He's like, no, I'm from Philly. I'm like, Marco, where you get those belts? I won them. Puñeta. Ay, carajo. I won them. Don't be a puto. No, I'm just playing. Amazon. Fuck you think? Amazon, son. You know how it is? Amazonian. Yo, they used to have an Everlast headquarters in the Bronx. I don't think it's there anymore. You feel? All right, I'm going to get out of here in a second. This is fun, though. This is a good one. I'm going to be on tomorrow again. So I'll probably be on around the same thing, like between 1 and 2. Nobody has really got an answer to that, Blind Faith. I don't think he tells people what he walks around at. Or if he has, I don't know the answer to it. Maybe somebody in here does. I get everything from Amazon. I swear I know. My favorite, believe it or not, this shit. I love the black and the gold. I think the black and the gold is dope. Dope. Way better than this fucking crap. This is a WBA, right? Yeah, WBA. Well, let's look at it and see what it says. WBA. Yep. And WBO is IBF's kind of cool with the fucking eagle on it, but nah, I like the WBA. It's my favorite. Yeah, man, black and the gold. I just interviewed John Scully for an hour ago. Yeah, that's my man. Like, I know him personally. I've hung out. You probably have too, right? Because he's in New York all the time. He does light interviews. He's a good dude. Good dude. Used to spar with Roy too. Used to give Roy some good work, apparently. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all must have forgot.
Yeah, cool, good dude. Another crackerish fellow like myself, crackerish in the fight game. He was telling me the same shit about how, you know, they would test him more and all that. Who made that belt, the Marco boxing sign for you? Me. Made it myself. This dude, Danny, I don't know, he made me a cool logo, which I think I'm gonna use. Yeah, he does. And he holds all these like cool like get-togethers. Yeah, he's cool. He's my man. Good dude. I think I will go for the boat event he does every year. When is that? I might go too. Thomas, you have my IG, right? Hit me up when things like this pop up, local things. I moved, Thomas, right? I live in Connecticut right now. I'm only an hour, like from the Bronx, I'm like 45 minutes drive. I'm close, but actually, depending where in the Bronx, maybe closer than 45. I love the green one. Yeah, everybody loves the green one. All right. When are you going to be here? July or August. Okay. Oh, okay. Anyway. All right, people. I'm going to bounce. I appreciate you guys. This was dope. I will, I'll let you know. All right, dope. I will. And Thomas, do me a favor, if you don't mind, whenever you get, because I don't pay attention, but whenever there's any credential shit pops up for New York events or look, tri-state, you know, anything within Jersey, Connecticut, New York, please let me know. Do you mind just forwarding it to me? Because I don't have anybody who does that, and then I always end up doing it too late. You know what I'm saying? All right. Peace, people. Appreciate you guys. Peace. See you tomorrow.